As I've been talking about, brands are assets. Brands, therefore, reflect how the entire business system that supports a brand's promise consistently in the market is really what drives its value. And that responsibility truly does belong with the C-suite of the organization, led by the CEO, not marketing. Over the last 20 years, Level 5's had the opportunity to work with some of the strongest brand-driven CEOs in the marketplace. A couple of years back, we actually hosted a leaders forum that invited many of these CEOs because what we wanted to do was pick their brain. What was it about them that allowed them to think and manage their brand as an asset, as a business system? What we discovered was there were about 6 specific traits. I only want to talk about the first 2 because they truly do lie in the lap of the CEO. The first is establishing a sense of purpose. The reason why. Why does this brand exist? What's the unmet need that it serves? What's the problem that it solves? What new opportunities does it create? In the development of this Leaders Forum, we got the opportunity to hear from some of these CEOs. And importantly, when they set out to establish a brand's purpose, they dealt with what we call its competitive frame of reference. Said another way, they asked themselves the simple question, what business are we in? Often when I have discussions with CEOs, I'll ask them that question point blank at the very beginning of our chat. And what I get most of the time is a definition or an outline of what they make, what they sell, what they produce. And those are all fine answers. However, it's actually not the answer to the question that I posed. I asked, what business are you in? Not what do you make? Often they look at me with a quizzical look. And they say, well, what's the difference? Well, there's a big difference. Businesses survive only when they create value. Value for shareholders, value for employees, value for the communities that they serve. The only thing that really drives value are benefits. What are the benefits that our brand can bring to the marketplace to deliver on those needs of the marketplace? And when you get them thinking that way, it's amazing how the answer to the question, what business are you in, begins to change. At our Leaders Forum, there were 4 specific examples that were provided to us of CEOs who asked their organization that question. One of them was Crayola Industries. In asking the question, what business are you in? What we got was, we make crayons. In fact, we make writing instruments. Well, after discussing this with their C-suite and really putting the lens through a benefit that's provided as opposed to a product that is created, what they got to was a shift from making crayons to enabling creativity. And that simple change in the answer to the question and the opening of their mind to what areas they could potentially bring their brand to market to provide value in actually got them beyond children's products. The head of their product development group said to me during that session, well, if we're actually about enabling creativity, maybe in fact we could develop a whole line of products just for architects, designers, engineers, draftspeople. And of course the answer is, well, yes, you could if you're all about enabling creativity. You would never have got to those opportunities or the opportunity to build the business case to be in those lines of business if you hadn't asked the question, what business are we in? Another leader that we talked to, a CEO, was from Campbell's Soup. And for many years, they have answered the question, we are in the soup business. We make every type of soup available, known to man, everything. Well, in fact, they stepped back and asked themselves the question, what business are we in? Truly, we're in the business of nourishment, providing nourishment. Again, giving themselves the credit and the ability to broaden their range of products and brands that they might be able to provide. Another CEO from one of Canada's largest telecommunications companies said that when they challenged their C-suite to this question, what business are you in? What they got from was moving from being a cellular provider to actually creating connectivity. And creating connectivity has allowed them to extend well beyond cell service into all different types of forms of software and different types of services that are provided in the market. It takes the leaders to ask that important question, what business are you in? And it takes all of the leaders of the organization to answer it. Importantly, it's your brand that allows you to think differently.